talking with Jamal Ahmad of WCLK Radio. So we getting ready for this. Would you call it a historic concert for a historic institution?
Absolutely. It is a historic concert for a historic institution. I mean, when you think about the fact that WCLK has existed for 50 years as a jazz radio station, started at an incredible HBCU, Clark College at the time, now Clark Atlanta University. That's a story that is an American achievement story, one of those stories that you hear about many years later and say, wow, that is inspiring us to do better. And I think that's what this story will do for many generations to come. And the fact that we have compiled the creme de la creme of the Atlanta jazz community to pay homage to this institution is only fitting. I think it is really at this point, when you look at what's about to happen, there has never been anything like this to this magnitude here in this city. So I think it's just perfect to do this for the golden anniversary of WCLK.
Okay. How did this concept all come about?
Well, we were kind of brainstorming ideas at WCLK for our 50th last year at a retreat, a staff retreat for WCLK. So we're throwing around ideas, and I had a concept to do something with the Atlanta Jazz Festival, and we create a WCLK big band. So that was the seed of the concept, and the concept, we fleshed it out a little bit and called in Little John Roberts, the incredible Little John Roberts, is probably the top musician here in this city. And when we brought Little John in to do this, it all came together, and he just called all the incredible musicians. We called all the great vocalists. Of course, we sat down with the great Camille Russell Love, and she agreed to do this, and the rest is history, and it's about to go down on Friday.
This is going to be more than just a bunch of great Atlanta artists coming out and performing, but there's kind of a narrative to this whole performance Friday night, right?
Absolutely. The narrative is going to be the story not only of WCLK, because we are going to tell the story of WCLK, but it's also the story of jazz music. We're starting in music from or performing music, shall I say, from the 1930s all the way to today. So we're going back to the era of Duke Ellington and Sarah Vaughan and John Coltrane, working our way through the 70s with the great Roy Ayers, Mr. Herbie Hancock, Donald Byrd, people like that. And even in the 80s, we get to Wynton Marsalis and Jeff Lorber and what all those guys were doing in a contemporary style. So it's really telling the 360 story of not only what WCLK has done, but what jazz music has done for the past 100 years. Jazz music has changed so many times. So we're trying to represent that in this event.
I'd be remiss if we didn't name, I know you can name everybody, but just a few of the names who are going to be performing Friday night.
Absolutely. Some great musicians, of course, like Little John Roberts' his band, the Senators, which of course consists of Trey Gilbert, Phil Davis, Derek Scott on guitar. But then you have some incredible musicians in his mini big band, like Joe Granston, Dashiell Smith, Mike Burt, who just got off the road with Usher. So many great musicians going to be playing. But then all the vocalists, incredible vocalists like Kathleen Bertrand, Tony Hightower, Julie Dexter. Who else do we have? We have Miss Alexandra Jackson, Rhonda Thomas, Cleveland Jones. And it's just all the greats that you can hear are coming to one stage to show homage to WCLK. I don't think this has ever been done before, so this is very exciting.